You want?
So, what's it like being a recording artist?
You call me a recording artist. The thing is, I've been doing this for years, off and on for years. It's a hobby within itself that I see, and also the computer's a hobby too. I've been doing this for years and years. I've phased in, phased out from time to time. It's a hobby that I'm trying to make into a business. But you know what they say, business is business. Sometimes I have to get it together and do my own thing. Now I'm starting to hire people one by one.
And what's your ultimate goal? What are you trying to actually achieve with all this? Are you trying to make money, or is it a hobby, as I said before?
You're asking me for what I'm trying to achieve with my music. That's interesting. For a start, it's an euphoria that when I perform for other people, it lifts up my soul and lifts up other people too.
Sure.
We share a common bond in the understanding of the intellect of the words that come out from my ancestors to me, and the knowledge that my father gave to me, and the all the teachers that I had. I've had hard times, I've had good times. But through the hard times, there's always light at the end if we do things right and steer ourselves in the right way, go into the right path, the path of life. By doing good for others, we do good for ourselves. So I can't go and walk on water, and I can't actually heal people one by one. And if I did it, it would drain me out anyhow. It would drain anyone out if they had to heal someone. That's why they have professionals, the psychiatrists and psychologists and all this. But what I do is I've found a way of healing people through my music in some degree. It's like a book or something. There's something to write. I shouldn't be analysing myself and talking on high esteem for myself, but I know there's a people out there who like my music and what I do. I'm just here to please, as we all should be to some degree in our community, in our communities, and countries and world. And all the things that live in it, we're all a part. We're a part of nature. We're a part of life itself.
Sure. So you have a big following on Facebook, you social media. Is that what you do? How do you reach out to your to the people that you try to heal, as you said?
How do I actually get to the people that I'm trying to aim at?
Do you hold concerts? Do you perform in your home, or do you do
Not
that
at this
online?
stage. I need to settle down, and my activities are so much that I'm a bit scattered in the wind. But I'm bringing it together. I've put a load on my back, trying to get things out in the world. I've had success that I've been in the charts, and I've been on TV a couple of times. But that's not the thing. The thing is, that's the sideline. That's the music industry as such, as highs and lows, and basically it's the entertainment industry where we come together and do our thing. The spotlight's only for a short time. Then we have our own lives to lead. We have private lives that we live our own, and no one knows what we're doing inside the writing and perspective. You only see so much of an artist or whoever it is. You only see what the world wants to see. Because everyone has a private life, and if you live it good, live it in harmony, try and do good will come back to you, and your life should have a bearing in a journey. We're all going on a journey of some type. The journey is to live and let live, as far as I can see. Because if you destroy, someone else destroys, and everything gets destroyed in complete chaos. We need harmony within the rules of nature and civilization, and the cosmos, and the world goes around the sun.
That's very profound. Thanks, Sam. And how would you define success? Or is that a goal, or is that a journey? And if it's a journey, tell us about it.
Success is to wake up in the morning and have enough, and have food on your plate, and to eat, and have direction and a timetable of life itself.
And do you have what sort of things do you have for breakfast?
I do have organised, but
what do you have for breakfast?
What do I have for breakfast?
What's on your Sam's plate? What's on Sam Green and the Dime Machine's plate for breakfast?
Well, it's not watches. That's if I had watches, I'd be.
Because you used to be a watchmaker, right?
Yeah, we used to sit down, and I used to give advice on repairs and things. And sometimes I did actually repairs, but not. My father mainly did the repairs, and he sat down and did organising, putting the. He was a massive watchmaker. He was up to date with the latest technology, which the technology that he used, he understood, and he had the skill to look at small things, from Inca blocks to hairsprings. And even he went into the electronics. I would go out and get the education and come back and show him a couple of times, or once or twice, and he'd pick it up immediately. So we were up to date with the latest technology. And in between that was like his work, and my work was on the internet, associating with the music industry and writing to things. But in that was the hobby, and in the spare time...
I think we're moving a bit off topic. We were just now telling me about the watches. You were saying about success. So success.
Success is different for every man. We drink the water that we drink, and we eat the food that we eat, and we travel the journey that we're travelling.
It's a journey.
It's a journey, more a journey. Success is just the journey and completion of whatever the journey brings you to.
And is that satisfying for you? Completing certain journeys and goals, like you've written a few books, and you put them on Amazon. Yes, is that right?
As a young boy, I used to be trained to be a youth leader, and before I went astray, I achieved a lot, and I'm trying. It's just in the structure of. You could call it the stars or DNA or whatever it is. I'm just a human being, and I try my best. We all have to try our best to some degree. We only achieve what we achieve.
Sure, and you talk about all that in your books, don't you, Sam?
To a high degree, it goes into depth, even to cosmology and to.
Where can people find your books?
The books can only be found on Amazon currently, but the shops, if they have any link with Amazon, can buy it off Amazon and put it in their shops and display it. And they can bring me in to have a lecture on the books. As such, I would only talk in abstracts of life and what I understand and what I know. Everyone is a component within a component, and we're all part of a society, and we all have our part to play on the ship that we row, and where we are. One man is a fireman, one man is a captain. I'm just the log writer, and maybe a bit of a technologist, that I can write down where I'm going to and what I think.
Spoken like a true poet.
Poets are only part of the game. I get my poetry through the music that I play. Other poets get their entity or their cosmosic thrust to write on the pages from other poets. I also have books on poetry, but I'm only going to music.
Very philosophical. Maybe you can maybe you could play a bit of a guitar and
if I could only do that, I would have to.
Oh, awesome! What a privilege.
Teardrops are cry, teardrops are dry. Don't tell me you are. I live and I die. Love is all as life finds its way. Each takes its path, each finds its way. La 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 la. Teardrops I cry, teardrops I dry. Don't tell me why I live and I die. If love is all, as life finds its way, each takes its path, each finds its way. Teardrops I cry, teardrops I try. Don't tell me why, don't tell me why. Here that I stand, finding my way. Life it evolves each and every day. Teardrops I cry, teardrops I dry. Don't tell me why I live and I cry. Life is to live, life is to take. Each finds its way, here and to leave. La, 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 teardrops I cry, teardrops I dry. Don't tell me why